Hey, Jimmy Beach here with Alien Skin Software. In this video, we'll demonstrate applying your favorite photography looks to video clips. Most new DSLRs and point-and-shoot cameras are equipped with video capabilities. Let's touch on how we can manipulate captured footage like this with Alien Skin plugins. We'll be using Photoshop Extended. Standard Photoshop doesn't have the options that we'll be using. If you purchased Photoshop in a bundle, like CS5 Design Premium, you'll have the extended version. You can double check the version of Photoshop that you're using by going to Photoshop's About box. On a Mac, it's under the Photoshop menu. On a PC, it's under Help. The About box will tell you just below the PS logo which version you're using. To make that go away, just click the dialog box and it'll disappear. Inside of Photoshop, I'm going to go up to File and Open as Smart Object. I'm going to select an MOV video clip. Let's say that you did a photo shoot and while you were there you had some video capture, like a wedding or something. You're in your editing workflow and you want to apply the same look that you used on your stills to your video clips. I'm sure that you saved your custom setting for the next time that you want to use it, and now's that time. I'm going to open up Exposure 3. We'll go to Filter, down to Exposure 3, and Color Film. Now I'll select my custom setting here at the bottom. I'm going to hop over to the Color tab and double check that the New Layer checkbox is off. It's not compatible with Smart Objects. After that, I'll press OK. I'm sure you're baffled at how easy that was, but all we see is the first frame and we want a video. So I'll go up to Window and down to this panel, the one that no one knows exists, Animation. I'm not going to go into the details about what this does aside from point out, play, rewind, fast forward, the buttons here on the left, and I want to point out this red line. It indicates your current frame. You can click anywhere along the timeline to view any specific frame. Now to watch, just press play and Photoshop will render out a preview of your clip with your new settings applied. Photoshop will render out your exposure filter on each frame as we watch it in the preview mode. It'll most likely have slow playback until the entire clip has been previewed. Just a word of advice, once it's actively rendering the preview, you may need to wait a little bit after telling the computer to stop. It's kind of like putting the pedal to the floor. You first have to take your foot off the gas before hitting the brakes. Once it's done, we can watch it in Photoshop as much as we'd like. To save it, we'll need to export the file. Let's go up to File and Export. And there are a couple of options, and we want Render Video. A good rule of thumb is to match your export settings with the existing clip. So wherever possible, I'll set the options to Same as Document. At the top, I can give it a title and a location. Under File Options, you want to designate what type of video file you want to make. I brought in an MOV, so I'm going to export to an MOV as well. QuickTime Movie means MOV file. I can go to the Settings tab and make some changes to the default settings, but I'm happy with the H.264 compression at high quality that I'm using. I'm all set. As a warning, video files take a lot of processing time to complete. Each filter will be applied to each frame and then compressed together to make the final file. I say this because you'll most likely not want to sit and twiddle your thumbs while it renders out, especially at high resolutions. I'll press Render and I'll pause the recording. Remember, it takes a while for this step to complete. When it's done, I'll play back our final video. I hope you learned something about smart objects, filters, and video in Photoshop Extended. I'd like to direct you to our website, www.alienskin.com. There are lots of great examples, videos, and helpful advice on all of Alien Skin products. I want to thank you for tuning in today. Until next time, this is Jimmy Beach with Alien Skin Software.